Good morning. Here I am on the car drive, just going on a little quick drive with my momsy. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. So today I just wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that it's Transformational Tuesday. I'm going to put a little video on here, just my thought process of like what I personally think on a Tuesday, what a human being should be thinking about. I feel like it's so cool. I kind of love the fact that they do like hashtags for Wednesdays, Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, because it kind of gives us a way of thinking for the day. Like Mondays are motivational, inspirational. Like what are some great vibes you can put out in the world of like inspiring another individual? Tuesdays are great for transformations of like what's a great dramatic from a black and white kind of a shift change. Wednesdays are normally like more of like a relaxation Wednesdays, or Wednesdays are usually like, oh, it's 5 o'clock, kind of a somewhere kind of a thing, like hump days or something. Thursdays are TBTs, let's think back, where did we start from? And then Fridays are usually flashback Fridays or TGIF. It's a great way of just kind of unwinding. And then Saturdays and Sundays are more for family days. So it's great to have a hashtag for every single individual day. So I just wanted you to encourage you to take a moment and just kind of think, what is that moment in your life that kind of transformed your life, or the person right next to you, a family member, or who did you help transform their life? Maybe you have a great transformational story where you helped someone. You either gave back or something was given to you. What happened to you in your life? And I just want to encourage you to take a moment today to step back and just think for yourself, what's a great hashtag transformational Tuesday story in your life? So you tell me, and I will tell you in this next little segment while I take a drive on this beautiful morning Tuesday. It's nice and blue, a little bit gray, and I'm just grateful for the fact that I have you here with me. And more than ever, it's a day to just kind of either bless somebody or be blessed today. Have a great day. Hi guys, good morning. So I'm doing an update of like how this face is healing really slowly, but yet so surely, because it's just been going through so many different like cleansing processes, and apple cider vinegar has been really helpful. But more than anything, like a good night's sleep and some saunas, or some like baths and some steaming. So if you guys ever get a chance to do that, just go ahead and just steam your face. So good. So have a cup of coffee with me. I love this top. I got this at Nordstrom. So cute. I got this at Nordstrom. It's one of my favorite tops. I think it's from the brand Love. I'm not quite sure what brand it's from, but it's super good. So I'm giving you guys an update of how this looks. And I'm just gonna start my day with a cup of coffee and a nice top from Nordstrom today. That inspires some of these today, and I think the biggest advice on a Tuesday would be get out of your home base, out of your comfort zone. It's usually your state of location. This is why they say freedom of location is so important. And then it's freedom of finances. And then it's freedom of time, freedom of there's so many different freedoms. There's so many laws in this world. But the number one I would say is location. I think number one is location. I personally got to where I was freedom of location, because my surroundings changed so massively. My connections, my people, my thought process changed just by moving to a new location. It was a conversation me and my partner had like 11 years ago. We were at a dinner table and we just sat there and we just spoke like, hey, how about we move somewhere else? Sure, what's holding us back? Nothing. I put my 2 weeks in notice the next day, and he just transferred from one corporation to another corporation. Nothing changed. We sold a car, we put everything in our second car, and we just went for a 25-hour drive 11 years ago. And we landed at someone's house for a month, got an apartment, a small 400 square foot studio for 2 years. and lived off of that. And I had 3 jobs, running around, walking to work everywhere. I took the metro, the bus, I did all kinds of things when I was 20. I tried so many fun things, and he did too, but he stayed at a corporate job, and we just built off from there. And I was like, something's not working, how about we just keep on building? I started building connections, talking to people, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of creators, and it just became a playground that we played with. And whatever sticked, we double down. Whatever sticked, we double down. Whatever sticked, we double down, And that's usually the way life kind of works. Whatever works, just keep building off of that. Because that's the golden nugget you got for yourself. So if you got a golden nugget and it works for you after trying so many things, because that's the only way you succeed, by taking risks. You get that golden nugget, it works for you, multiply it, And then that's a base. Take that base and build something else. Just keep going, And that's something we learned. I got that at 21 years old. It was so easy. So we tried so many things in our first year of moving somewhere else because we didn't know anybody. We started meeting people, high-five handshakes, 3 jobs, and all kinds of classes and skills and all kinds of great things, And a lot of just time wasters, a lot of just blah 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 blah, that thing's working, and then something worked. We took that, we tried 3 businesses, the 3rd one sticked, and we just kept doubling down because it just made sense. Creation versus working for someone else. And instead of getting a loan, I worked so hard to get some money because we grabbed a big loan for our wedding. It was like a $20,000 loan. It sucked. We paid it off for 4 years. It sucked so bad. And I remember paying it off till I was 23. It sucked so bad. And then I was like, no more loans, no more credit cards, moving on. And then after that, I was like, what, I'll work 3 jobs just so we can collect money so we can start something. And let's find people that are working business-related entrepreneurship. Let's see what business models they're in, And so we found out their business models. We found out all kinds of course creations, physical products, a lot of people doing a lot of speaking gigs, a lot of people doing all kinds of affiliate programs, a lot of people doing Shopify's, a lot of people doing all kinds of YouTube things, all kinds of people, creation. That's the number one thing, was just creation. And I was like, okay, if you're not creating, you're not going to get to the next level. You can only go to a peak at a corporate, you can only go to a peak at a certain type of place. And that's where I was like, okay, let me reach every job I've ever been to. He's only worked for the same job for his whole life. But I was like, every year I kept changing my gloves. I always thought, when I reached to a level of success at a job, I'm like, okay, I can only get this much commission out of this job. Okay, moving on. So I just kept moving on. I don't know, I have so many jobs. My resume is real big. But the reason being is because I was looking for something that would get me to the next thing, because I'm bored, moving on, I'm bored, I'm moving on, I'm bored, I'm moving on. And it's money is an excitement to a point, but your environment mattered the most, So I remember collected a good amount of chunk, and I was like, let's put our focus online. Something's not working. So I wanted to open a juice shop with Kara in LA. I wanted to invest $10,000. She wanted to invest $10,000. I was like, let's open a local juice bar at a drive-thru at a Chevron, because there's no drive juice bars in LA. And I was like, there's barely any drive-thru Starbucks anywhere. I was like, let's get a juice bar somewhere around here. So we started looking around, let's wear bikinis and serve juice to everyone. Let's get kale here. We found a warehouse manufacturer. We did all of our research. There is a few little hips and whatever that didn't work out, but it's fine, because if I opened that, I wouldn't have gone to my next thing. And I'm happy I didn't do that, because the next thing was so much bigger, so much more valuable, so much more rewarding, and I'm so grateful we did that. I'm so happy we tried 2 business models online. We failed, and our first just launch of something exciting failed. Our second was much more successful. We grew so rapidly, so fast after that. For 4, 5, 7 years after that, we were growing on a good scale. But the thing, my point here is change of location did it. Change of your surroundings, change of your communication level, change of like people that are stuck somewhere and they're always like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, have you tried? Have you looked online? Have you did your group? Have you been on YouTube? I usually am on YouTube all day because I'm always like listening what people are saying. Either it comes from a form of creation because I want to create too. I'm always creating. If you're not creating, you're consuming. Remember that. So which side do you want to be on? You know. So I'm like, just keep going, keep going, keep going. It doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. I'm like, just keep going. If it doesn't make sense, just keep going. You know. So at the age of like 22. I remember we launched and it stuck, and then at the age of 23 I was in a luggage for being nomadic for a few years because I was like, it just made sense to me. I was like, if you are, which side are you on, you know? And so I'm like, I want to be on the side where I am connecting with people. I want to be on that side where I'm providing, I'm giving. I'm not a taker per se, but I'm a giver, you know? I'm like, I want to be on that side where I give so much my eyes start to bleed. I can't sleep at night, my ears like foam is coming out of my ears. I'm not sleeping, my body shaking because I'm giving, and it kind of puts me in a state of like I'm helping someone grow. I'm being in that state of like I'm helping someone grow. I'm being a blessing to someone, you know? And that's kind of where our thought process was with that. We always gave. I enjoyed that process, but supporting local businesses, remember that. And anyone ever is in a place of any type of influence, any type of branding companies, any kind of like local small shops or big high up there, remember your small gestures are going to help everyone. And if you have 24 hours a day and you get out of the house 5 times per day, if you go get yourself a vegan sandwich across the street from a local shop, if you get yourself your Americano across the shop, if you go across and you go to a local dance class, if you go to a class of any skill-based, or if you go to an event that was created by a local friend, or if you go to a store and you buy yourself, oh, this is a cute little t-shirt I got on Melrose. I recommend everyone just taking a step back and just taking a quick snap and supporting their local brand.
Take me high.